Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. You can go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and you can hit the notification bell so you get notifications when I post, and you can keep up with all my new videos. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about UWI Mona for international students. It's been a video that people have asked me to do, so here it is. One thing though, this might not be as helpful to non-Caribbean students because this is very Caribbean centered. I asked my friends from different countries, I asked my Islander friends for advice and tips to give students from their country coming to UWI Mona, and that's what I've compiled for you today. I'm going to be talking about the most important things you need to know, what you need to bring, all of that jazz. So stay tuned. So I do know that Corona is going on and school is going online, but I'm still making this video just in case you guys can be prepared for when you actually do come here for the first year students. So let's jump into it for real this time. So coming here, the airlines, everybody recommended Caribbean airline except one student, and she was from Dominica. I'll get into that when I go to the specific countries, but Caribbean airlines is really good, really amazing. I've traveled with them, they're amazing. They're not the best, but they're amazing for inter-Caribbean travel. For students, you get student discount if you you bring in your ID, your passport, like just proof that you're a student and identification. You go into their office and you can get a free check bag, so that would be like a free second bag, so that's a good thing. And I was also told that the first flight of your degree and the last flight you get free. You just go to the international students office, which I will be telling you about after, and you sort out your refund. So you'd have to pay for it initially, but then they'd refund you. So that's the first flight when you come to Jamaica for your studies, and the last flight, that's when you're leaving after your degree. So Caribbean Airlines is the safest bet for students, and I know that like in the Corona time they were having like special flights and everything for students, so that's the airline to definitely go with unless it's not working out for you. So the whole refund thing, right? You have to be a student from a contributing country to get the first flight and the last flight. So that's one thing. Contributing countries, you can find them on the UWI Mona website. It's a long list, so that's why I didn't tell you guys about it yet. But all of these people on the list are on the contributing countries list, and you guys will hear those countries after. So vaccines, a lot of people from different countries have to get the yellow fever vaccine, and when you're going to the airport you need to bring proof that you do have the yellow fever vaccine to avoid all the drama. So that's one thing to remember. So if you don't have yellow fever vaccine, that's something you want to go and get sorted out now. There's the international students office, and they're basically there for all things international students. They do offer airport pickups for first year, and if you're coming to Jamaica with somebody, I don't think they're going to, well, I was told that they wouldn't accommodate the visitor on the shuttle. It would have to be you alone. So if you're traveling by yourself and it's the first time you're coming to Jamaica, I'd recommend you guys get a shuttle, or if you're in one of those UWI groups, they would have the taxi numbers like On Time, Gage Pro, all of those taxis, and you can get one of those from the airports, and they are pretty safe. Always remember to bring your important documents. You are not at home, you're not just a bus drive away, or you know, you're a plane ride away. So bring your important documents. If you're coming for the first time, bring your acceptance letter, or like make sure you have it saved in your emails so you can sort out everything with immigration, so you don't spoil up your passport. If you're going to open an account, you can open one at the NCB branch, NCB bank on campus. What you do, you collect one of these forms, that's non-residing student forms. You bring it to the international students office, and they'll help you to sort it out, and poof, bank accounts. What I suggest is that if you guys have any banks that's similar between the countries, so if you have a bank that's like a Scotia's in Jamaica, Scotia's in Trinidad, you would likely join a Scotia bank, so you can, it would be easier to send money or get money from your family. Another thing that we need to remember is that the currency is different. So a lot of countries, all of these countries on the list, their dollar is stronger than the Jamaican dollar. So you guys, Jamaicans would have bigger notes. So it's crazy seeing like a $5,000 in your hand and thinking that you have a lot of money just because your dollar is stronger. So that's something you have to be aware of, and that's what my friend from Antigua told me. Antiguans, you guys use the EC, the Eastern Caribbean dollar, and it is one Eastern Caribbean dollar is $55.54 Jamaican dollar. My friend from Antigua, he told me basically just pace yourself because you can seem like you have a lot of money on hand and then poof, money done. He recommended that you would try to find other persons from your country and just kind of stick together, but don't close yourselves off. That's a really good tip. Don't close yourself off. Just try to immerse yourself into the culture and you will have a better time than just blocking yourself off from everything. There's the Antiguan Students Organization. There are a lot of students organizations, and I'm going to put them down here so you can find them on Instagram. So that's it for Antigua. Barbados, the one Bajan dollar is $74.40 Jamaican. That's crazy. That's almost as close as the US conversion rates. So once again, be careful. The banks Barbados and Jamaica have in common are CIBC and Scotia. So if you guys have a Scotia account or a CIBC account, it would be easier for you guys to send money without having a bank account in Jamaica. There's the Barbados Students Association of Jamaica. Once again, their Instagram will be here, so you guys can go and join them. You need a yellow fever vaccine if you're coming from Barbados, and always remember to bring proof that you have the yellow fever vaccine, because you can't just say, oh yeah, I have the yellow fever vaccine. They will not let you through. For Dominica, my friend from Dominica, she was the one who recommended Inter-Caribbean Airlines. She said that's the one she uses, and you guys should try to plan like your flights and everything a bit earlier, because you'll never find a straight flight. So in order to get like the best routes and everything, just try to plan ahead. The Dominicans also use the Eastern Caribbean dollar. That's $54.54 Jamaican dollar. And the banks in common are Scotia and CIBC, and remember Inter-Caribbean Airlines. So for Bahamas, the conversion rate is the same as US dollar, so one Bahamian dollar is 150 Jamaican. The banks that you guys have in common are Scotia and First Caribbean. My Bahamian friend also recommended Caribbean Airlines, and you don't need any vaccines unless you're a medical student. For St. Vincent and Grenadines, it's the same Eastern Caribbean dollar, and my friend also recommended Caribbean Airlines and yellow fever vaccine. Alright, so for the students from Trinidad and Tobago, the exchange rate is $1 Trinidad is 22.16 cents Jamaican dollar. So the conversion isn't that off. It's not as bad as the other countries. So it should kind of lessen the confusion. Trinidadians do need, and Tobagonians, they do need yellow fever vaccines, and the bank you guys have in common is Scotia Bank. So if you already have a Scotia account, that could work in Jamaica because it's the same bank. Another thing that I must tell you guys, if you want to bring food, if you want to bring like seasoning or like roti, or I know people who bring like their samosas from home, if there's anything that you think you might definitely need and definitely miss, bring it to Jamaica, because it will definitely help with the homesickness and all of that. But a lot of times customs like throw away people's food, so be careful. Check on their websites, check on the Jamaican Customs website if they're like anything that's banned. And I know that people bring stuff and they don't always declare it, because a lot of times customs just will throw away your stuff. So that's one other thing to take into consideration. One thing that everybody told me was that about ATMs, if you are going to use your international bank account, so if the banks are similar, you're going to use those accounts on your cards. If you're going to use an ATM, use a Sagicor ATM on campus or any of the Sagicor ATMs, because the fees are lower. if you're gonna use another ATM like Scotia, the fees are going to be significantly higher because they're charging you an international fee. So Sagicor is the bank to go. Everybody was just telling me that go out, have fun, try to make Jamaican friends and all of that. One great thing is that the halls on UWI Mona campus, they're very blended. You will meet a lot of people from all around the world. I remember when I went to Rex for orientation, there were so many different accents, and me coming from country, I just thought everybody was from Trinidad. All the accents sound the same until I started to differentiate. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot, and you're going to meet a lot of people. So my number one tip is be open and accepting to everything, not the bad things, but just be open and accepting to the good things. Try to learn from it and try to enjoy it. So repacking, you can't really pack light because you're not gonna, it's not just a bus ride home or a car ride home. But don't bring any unnecessary things because it's gonna cost you more money, and you have to go haul and pull all of these things through airports. So that's a big no-no. There are a lot of things you can buy in Jamaica, so you don't have to get them from home. So like a dish drainer or like a broom or stuff like that, you don't necessarily have to bring because you can get those stuff in Jamaica. And Jamaican cost of living is relatively cheap, so if you shop like in Halfway Tree or Papine or downtown, you get a lot of things cheap. Please don't go downtown by yourself until you're a seasoned Jamaican, because it can be a bit dangerous. But if you know somebody that you trust that can follow you, it's a perfect place to get everything for cheap. As I said, cost of living is low. You can get stuff for $100, $200. That's basically like $1 US or $2 US. So that's it. If you're going to travel throughout the country, I would recommend Juta, like if you're going out of Kingston. So you can visit places like Portland, Ocho Rios. So those places are relatively safe places because they're tourist destinations and nothing's gonna happen to you. So what me and my friends do a lot of the times, we get like a Juta bus, like 14 of us, and we just split it and we pay like $2,000 each for a round trip. And Juta is relatively, well, they're not relatively safe, they're completely safe in my opinion. If you are new to Jamaica, I wouldn't recommend you guys taking taxis either, taking public taxis, because it might be a bit dangerous in Kingston. You are going to get like a list of the taxi services, so make use of those. It might be a bit expensive. Well, it probably might not be as expensive to you, but don't start taking taxis by yourself until you are comfortable being in Kingston, and always be safe. Yeah, it's going to be a big move, a big journey, but I think the UWI Mona campus is simply amazing, and you guys will have the best time here. Like, Jamaicans kind of frightened for foreigners. Don't argue with me, it's the truth. So you guys will have an amazing time here. I feel like people will treat you guys well, and you'll meet a lot of people from around the world. Just be open to it and try to have fun. Oh yeah, and study, because it's university. So I know this is a short video, but that's all I have to offer for now. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below, or reach out to me on social media, wherever you guys would like to reach out to me on. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day, have a great week. Bye guys.